Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. Today I have a Prima watercolor confections couple palettes to open for you guys. I've had the classics for a while. I've used them quite a bit. You can see I've made a good dent in the green and the purple and I liked them so much I decided to pick up a few more. So I got the Pastel Dreams palette, which is beautiful, and the Tropicals palette, which is also very pretty. And I love the way that they come packaged. They look like little pieces of candy. They're super, super cute. And I like that they come with the swatch paper for you. So you can swatch out your colors so you know what is what before you watercolor. So you can kind of get a feel for what kind of color you're actually choosing. And here is the Tropicals. They're not as vibrant, but they don't seem as vibrant, but once you open them and start to use them, you'll see that the Tropical palette is much brighter than the Pastel Dreams. Excuse me. Now on the back of all of the little, what are they called? Pans. On the back of all the little pans, they have the color number. Prima does not name their colors. There are a couple palettes that have actual names for their colors, but mostly they just go by numbers, which is fine with me. Doesn't bother me. So I went ahead and wrote what number that palette was, or that pan was, on the back of the pan. I wrote the number on the back of the pan. That was so that if my colors get mixed up, which they're going to, and if you want to see a video on how I set up my ultimate watercolor palette, I will link it below. That video will be up at the same time this one is. So you can see both of them at the same time if you'd like. So I went ahead and laid them out on the little swatch paper so I didn't forget what number what number went with what pan, and so I can go back through and number them. So I love the way they look. They're so cute. So here's the Tropical palette, and I'm just going through and numbering them now. We've got 19 through 24. I don't know what the top numbers are. I'm sure it's the other, the numbers that come before 19. But anyway, so here is the Pastel Dreams palette, which is my absolute favorite. I think it's so cute. The colors look really, really light. And I saw the reviews on Amazon, and a lot of people said that they were so light you could hardly even see them. But I have painted with the Pastel Dreams palette quite a few times now, and I think that they're great colors. They're pastel for a reason. They're not as pigmented as the other palettes you may pick, but I think that the colors are beautiful, and if you layer a couple times you can get a very bright, vibrant color. But honestly, I think that they're pastel, and I know that they're pastel, but I like that they're pastel because they are not as bright, and I enjoy that. But there are some very pretty colors in this palette. That one looks like a little piece of gum. So I'm just unwrapping all of these, and then I stick them back in their tins, and eventually I'm going to combine all three of the palettes that I have so that I can have one palette that I carry around instead of three, but so that I can still enjoy all of the colors that I have. So I'm numbering these 37 through 48. Yes, 48. Excuse me. And here I am just swatching the colors just so that I know what I have before I put them away. So if I'm looking for a specific color, I already know what it looks like without having to test it first. And I seriously suggest taking the time to write on the back of the pan what number you have, or what number the pan is, and swatching it beforehand. So it does kind of take a little bit of time. You can't just jump right into painting. Well, you can, but I didn't want to. I wanted to be able to have these numbers down as a reference, which I have used quite a few times since I wrote them down. So I'm so glad that I have them for reference. My favorite color out of the Pastel Dreams is, I don't know what number it is, but it's the darkest pink. I cannot remember what number that is. And it's just so pretty. Even the browns are super nice. They're like pastry colors. And I've enjoyed that. You could paint anything with these, really. Tropical set, I already put a little drop of water in all of them, and I'm just going through and swatching these ones as well. I felt like Prima did a very good job at picking colors for the palettes that they have, because they are very tropical colors. Like I think they went so well together, and as well as a Pastel Dreams. For a pastel palette to have 2 browns in it, I think is kind of weird, but I actually really like that, and I have used them a few times, and I have find myself often using one brown and wishing I used the other one. So I'm often very thankful that I have 2 different kinds of browns in the pastel palette to use. Tropical palette, just, I mean, come on, you can paint all sorts of flamingos, palm trees, anything really. I just think that they're so cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little unboxing and palette swatching, excuse my cat, these little swatches and whatnot. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to buy any of the products, I will link all these things below, and I have an extra 10 where I'm going to combine all of them. So if you want to see how I combined all of the colors into 110, you can find the link to that below, and as well as a link to all of the watercolors that you see here. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!